Hello and how are you, all my boys and cuties? So, in the previous episode, you all see how you can install Android Studio, but in this episode, we all gonna see how you can set up your Android Studio for making new and awesome Android apps. So for this, first of all, you have to check is your Android Studio is up to date or not. So for checking your Android app is up to date or not, you have to go click on this icon. So on clicking this icon, you see the option of check for update, and you have to click on this check for updates, and it will automatically check if your Android Studio is updated or not, and you have to just patiently wait it for checking, and it says that you already have the latest version of Android Studio and plugin installed. That's well and good. Now, our next step will be to create a new and fresh project. So, for creating a new and fresh project, I clicked on new project. Okay, from this, we are basically in this course, we are basically gonna see how you can create Android apps for phones and tablets. So, from this, I gonna select this empty activity as there are many options to select here, but I will select empty activity. And in the further videos and in the upcoming videos, we see what are all these activities. For now, I select empty activity and I will click on the next. So here it is saying the name of the applications I am gonna made. So I will kept the name as Hello World, as without the name of Hello World, this application is not so satisfying. For our first application, we have to always name it as Hello World. This is the first rule of development industry. So I named my first project as Hello World, and it is saying that package name. And here, package name must be a unique name. Okay, for our package name, it is com.example.helloworld. And if you have your own domain, you can enter it here. Now, next is save location. It is the location my project or Android APK will be saved. So that's good. You can change your location by clicking in this icon. Here you see all your files, and by clicking on this, you make your new folder. Okay, so I will show you how you can make a new folder. So if I click on here, it is saying enter new folder name, and I kept my folder name as video and click on OK and click OK. Uh, I forgot to select that folder. My bad. I select that folder and click OK. And here the new folder appears. And I kept my language as Java. There are two options, Java and Kotlin. And throughout this course, I am using Java as my primary language. So I am keeping it as Java. And the next option is minimum SDK. What does it mean? Means that the minimum Android versions our Android app will be supported. So for this Android app to be running, the phone should have Android version of 5.0, which is our Lollipop version. And it states that our app will run on approximately 98.8% of device. And that's well and good, and that's enough. So, and our next step will be to click on the finish button. And in this step, it will take a lot of time. Believe me, it takes a couple of minutes. For me, it is a fast process as I have updated my computer, upgraded my computer. Okay, that's good. But it is also taking a lot of time for me also. And for that time being, I have to just wait. Okay, so don't waste our time and see what all these options are. If you are familiar with text editors, so all these views are familiar to you. But if you are new, so all these are very, very new and very, very complex viewing to you. Okay, so our first objective is to click on this file button and go to the setting. Here we will click setting, and you can go there by using shortcut keys, which is Control plus Alt plus S. So I clicked here, and here we can set up our Android Studio. Okay, so it is in appearances, it is saying themes. So there are mainly three themes: light, Dracula, and high contrast. As I am a great fan of Dracula theme, so I will use this theme, Dracula. Okay, that's good. Now here it is an important setting we have to make. So here, if you click on this and system setting, and you click on this arrow, few of the options appear, and here you have to click Android SDK. So the full form of SDK is Software Development Kit, and you have to click on this. As for my timeline, the and latest Android is Tiramisu. So I click on this check boxes. Okay, so if you are watching this in future, it is highly possibilities that new versions may appear. So you have to click on those check boxes. So after clicking this check boxes, you have to click on this apply button. As I have already installed it, you have to just click on this apply button, and it will done its work automatically, and you don't have to take tensions. Okay, so it is HGK platform. So I see you how you can do it, as many of you may feel complexes. As click on this Android 11.0R, it is an API level of 30, and here a downloaded icon appear. So so now if I click on this apply button, it will shows this. Oh, and if I click on the confirm options, okay, our SDK component installer downloaded this Android versions. So for that, I have to just wait, and it will automatically download and unzipping the folders and do all the necessary stuff by its own. It will take a couple of minutes. Make a coffee for yourself also. Okay, that's done. And I click on the finish button, and as you see here, a checkbox. Here in this checkbox, a tick mark appear and the downloaded icon uh, disappear. So if I click on this SDK tool, here are these ticks on the checkboxes. You have to make this similar tick on the checkboxes if it is not already ticked. So that's all. Take a screenshot of this and make all the necessary changes. And after this, I will click the OK button. And the next step of our will be to create our new AVD device. So for creating our new AVD device, I click on this tools button, and here we will go to the device manager. Here we click on the device manager, and here in this side this will appear. So I have created few AVDs or Android emulators earlier also. So for this time, I will click on this create device button. So after clicking on this create device, there are many devices appears and there are many categories such as phone, tablet, Wear OS, TV, automotive. So our main motive is to create Android application for phones. So I click on this phone and then I click on this devices Pixel 6 Pro. You may select any of these devices, but I select this. Okay. And I will click on the next button. And here you will see similar this download icon. You can download this. Here you can click on this download icon and it will download the Android versions. Okay, and it will download the system image. So I have already downloaded Tiramisu and R. So Tiramisu is the latest version for me and it is API level of 33. So I will select this Tiramisu. So after selecting Tiramisu, I will click on this next button. And after clicking on this next button, here it will asking for AVD name. So I will give him my AVD name as I am a big fan of Jiraiya, the Toad Sage. So I will name it as Jiraiya. Okay, that's good. And you don't have to make any other changes here. And you have to just click on this finish button and it will create our AVD. So for starting the AVD, you have to just click on this triangular button. As you see that there are many AVDs available for me, you can delete this AVD by clicking on this three dots, and after clicking on this three dots, you see an option of delete. So after clicking this delete, here it will confirm is you really want to delete or not. So I am really want to delete this. So I will click on the yes button. And as you see, that AVD is deleted. That's good. Now I will run my AVD that I recently created. So for running this AVD, I have to click on this triangular button. So after clicking here, my AVD is started to running. So for this AVD to work or functional properly, it will have to do few processes. So for this, it will take a few couple of minutes. So for that time being, I have to just wait. And in this time, you can do me a favor by clicking on the like button and please do subscribe this channel for good information of Android and for be a job ready Android developer. Okay, that's all. And please share it with your friends and families and those who are interested in programming stuffs and all. And it will take a lot of time. So make sure you subscribe this channel and like this video and save this playlist as this Android emulator is started to running. It states that Pixel is starting. Okay. And I says that it is the this emulator can function everything as your physical phone functions. For example, I can run YouTube here by clicking on this YouTube icon. YouTube will be running. Allow. Uh, as you see, YouTube is running. Okay, okay. By clicking on this Chrome icon, Chrome will be running. Accept and continue. As you see this, it is basically your physical phone in the virtual screen. Okay. Now for running this app that we created recently, we have to just click here in this triangular button. As you see that it states as run app. So after clicking this button, here few processes occurring. For example, Gradle build running, Gradle build is running. All this process will happening, and after all these processes, our Android app will run. And it is a time-taking processes. You have to be patient for it. As you see, our project is started running, and it is our basic project which states as hello world. And how is it state hello world? So basically in this activity main.xml, there is this text hello world which is showing on this screen, uh, which is showing in this hello world. Okay, that's good. And if I delete this, what will happen? It will appear as empty. And after rerunning this app, we will see that on the screen nothing appear, and it will be a blank and white screen. As you see, hello world is disappeared. All this functionality is appeared from here, and we will see all this working in the upcoming videos. So that's all for this video, and tuned in for the next video, and please do subscribe and like this video. That's all. Be ready for the next video. Thank you.